Wow, wow, wow. Oh, baby, baby, I want to feel your love. Wow, 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 wow. I want to feel your love. Wow, I want to feel your love. I want to feel your love. Wow, I want to
rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drank Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drank Kool-Aid in the summertime.
Anywhere you go, I'll be right there. Anywhere you go, I'll be right there. Anywhere you go, I'll be right there. Anywhere you go, I'll be right there.
my friends and I could celebrate, but these plans keep falling through because there's always something. Say that you want me when I'm in the room, then when I ask you, tell me it's too soon. Guess all your words were too good.
Minions have spawned.
cadence of your killing is identical to mine.
Eli, can you hear me okay?
You've woken something
Is that a
deep.
thumbs up? Alright, so this is going to be painful for me as it is for everybody watching or listening to the VOD on this. We don't have anyone to commentate this game, so I'll do my best here. Today we have DV Black. They are... I'm going to get that screen up here. DV Black is playing Deuel, team from Deuel, South Dakota. In DV Black, we have in the top lane Lewis Pick. In the jungles, Brendan Lindsay. Mid, we have Isaac Clemmy. Bottom lane, we have Aiden Keenan. And for support, we have Nathan Rathberger. This is the first time I've commentated a League of Legends game, so I apologize if my game knowledge isn't up to par as what you're used to. I'm jumping in here. It looks like we got 11 minutes into the game. We're checking in on the jungle. Watching Isaac battle mid lane. Just trying to get an idea of who we have for characters. Here's Lewis in the top lane. Just trying to get caught up here. I will be back in just a second. I need to look one thing up here and get a chess match going. All right, I'm back. And again, apologize if I mutilate this commentating here. I'm going to try to do my best. It looks like Dakota Valley is currently leading in gold and CS at the moment. Isaac with a good kill there in the mid lane. Looks like we got Lewis up top. Here we have Nate and Aiden Keenan in the bottom. Here we might 2-1 matchup. It looks like Brennan just lost some life there. No, come on! Lewis chasing down. Got the kill. There. Up 5.1k gold at the moment. Yeah. Nate's playing with SV, possibly.
Nate is there.
Oh, I'm being told Nate is there.
It's him.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry again. I apologize. I jumped in late here, so I'm trying to get it off of him. Game's playing Misfortune. I think it's important to talk a little bit about TV Black in general. So everybody always wanted to know how we name these teams as far as like who's varsity, who's junior varsity, and who would be that C team, since Dakota Valley actually has 3 teams. We didn't want to designate one team better than the other, so we picked colors and used our 3 school colors, black, purple, silver. When we started the season, we kind of looked at everyone's base skills, maybe what their ability or their level was in the game, and separated everyone out based on that. And throughout the preseason, as people leveled up, grew their characters, learned more champions, we actually maintained the same rosters that we did in the preseason. But what's interesting about DV Black is the way that they've grown as a team from the start of the season. They are currently 6-1, and they're not playing like they've lost a game this season. They did lose to a very tough Sioux Falls team. I think if we look at all the teams in the state, everyone kind of fears matching up against Sioux Falls because they do have some very talented kids. And that's not taking anything away from DV Black. I think since they matched up initially against them, they've gotten a lot better. So it'll be interesting to see heading into the postseason how DV would replace Sioux Falls. I know DV Purple is undefeated this season. They play extremely well, but I really do feel both teams are on par with each other, at least at this point in the season. Looks like here we're watching Aiden in the bottom lane, and I apologize as the camera kind of bounces around. It's kind of difficult to commentate in the action. Here we got Lewis in the top lane. Looks like he's about mid jungle there. Nate's gonna come in here. The other interesting thing about this DB Black team is we actually only have 1 senior on this team. So we'll be looking at kind of disbanding this team for next year. On DV Purple, we actually have 3 seniors. So we'll probably pull a few off of DV Black, maybe even a couple from DV Silver, 1 or 2, and put them on the purple team. We may even redesignate those definitions of team colors going into next year. In Rocket League, you could say the better of the two teams just based on record is DB Black. Or in League of Legends, the better of the two based on record is DB Purple. So again, didn't want to designate teams based on their abilities by varsity, JV, or ABC type teams. We just did colors, and they do not correspond with level. They've kind of played out themselves to show, with DV Purple right now, unfortunately, we had a forfeit from Baltic tonight, so they're not going to see any action, but they will be playing at Flandreau tomorrow, it sounds like. That will be their eighth and final game of the regular season. So far, they're 7-0, and again in this match, DB Black is 6-1. Looks like they're holding up well against Deuel. Right now, they are up roughly 7K gold. Looking at the individual matchups here, it looks like the only lane we maybe have a slight disadvantage in would be, or no, sorry. I'm sorry, I can't see this very well on the stream. And again, it's the first time I've commentated, so I'm probably butchering this, and I do apologize. Some of the highlights here. ADA is 635 in the top lane for Lewis. Positioning lanes here. Lewis, you have these Eli. Are these aligned top?
I have no idea.
Oh, you
I
okay?
don't. Yes, they are. So it lines up
Top,
this year.
mid, bottom, support.
I don't know.
jungle.
I don't know who's who, but it lines
That's what I'm
up with that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. No, that helps. That definitely answers
And
it.
then I would recommend watching this version down there. If you
Ooh.
that's actually right now you're watching the delayed version. So everything you say is like 5 seconds behind of what you've done. Stay on the
Good thing I haven't been
So you can watch either.
okay.
Well, you're just gonna talk about teams.
Yeah. Get some assistance here from my stream manager. It's the first time I'm doing commentating a game. So appreciate his assistance. Eli Honor kind of flies under the radar when it comes to esports, but I tell you what, he's the brains behind this operation. All the graphics you see on the screen are made by Eli. He's created this entire streaming content studio and OBS for Dakota Valley. I sometimes get credit for that, but I make sure I always pass it along and say Eli's kind of the mastermind behind this. So we appreciate the work he does. Early in the season in December, we went to the LNI tournament with our 2 Rocket League teams. He made custom artwork that was Finworks branded. And we use that exclusively to stream to the parents and other schools that didn't attend the event in person. So Finworks very impressed with that. They sent our athletes back to congratulate Eli on all of his hard work. I believe we're going to also be doing the streaming for some of the state events. If not, we'll definitely be doing the streaming for Dakota Valley and our watchers that maybe won't be able to attend in person. So we will have a plan in place to stream on this channel at the state tournament. Looks like Lewis here just got a kill. Sorry, I'm watching the delayed version, so you're just seeing that now. But there, he just picked up a kill in the top lane. His KDA at the moment look like they just went up to 746 at the moment, so he's fairly well up there. Oh, there we go. Stream manager sent me some information on our players, so this is most helpful. Yeah, so again, I got the lanes right. I don't have the characters correct. So yeah, it looks like Lewis is playing Mordekaiser in the top. That's one of his favorites. Lewis has always kind of been a smash and bash type player. Oddly enough, he also plays our Nintendo console game Smash. So he does a good job at playing these big brawler characters, close combat, if you will. Very good at him. He likes to break stuff. Even in the room, sometimes he comes in and knocks stuff over. So it goes well with his character in the game. I apologize if I'm going in and out of the broadcast here. I'm also coordinating some other matches going on in the room. So working in Discord with another coach at the moment.
I looked away for a moment. I should. I
In TV esports, we actually have one chess game going at 5 o'clock. We will have Mitchell playing Zach from Douglas in Smash. This was a makeup game from yesterday. We have 2 Smash games tomorrow, and then also eighth and final game for Dakota Valley Purple against Flandreau. I'm still waiting on confirmation for that, but with luck, we'll get that in and head into the postseason with knowing who continues on to the state tournament, which today we found out will be in Brookings on March 22nd and 23rd at Club 71. Pretty exciting. I looked at the venue. It has some cool lighting and a nice setup. It's got capacity for 600, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see what Finworks does, bringing the stage and some of the things for the athletes to get up on. It'll be nice to actually promote them in front of a public audience instead of doing this all virtually, because these kids kind of aren't recognized for everything they do. This game is extremely complicated. The game knowledge you have to play League of Legends is probably, I wouldn't say unrivaled, but maybe not the same as it is for other kind of just fun games, if you will. I've started playing League of Legends myself. I'm certainly not going to take credit and say I'm an expert as an esports coach with regards to game skill and knowledge. These kids know more than I do. I'm more of the general manager, try to create the foundation in place for these kids to come in and play in a structured environment. Obviously, promote things like teamwork, communication, good sportsmanship, all of these things that we try to tie into our esports program. So I'm not taking credit for any of the skills these kids have. They also are leaders themselves. So often we'll have debriefings where Dakota Valley Purple with with 3 seniors will step in and kind of critique and break down these games and say, in this situation, you would have been better off maybe not taking that matchup or waiting for a jungler to come up and help take that player because he's leveled up on you. So it's nice to kind of put that in the students' hands. Looked like here we just seen a kill by Isaac Clemmy. His KDA's up at the moment, but I'm just going to continue talking through this just because, like I said, I don't have everything in front of me, or a co-commentator for that matter, to help me on some of these things off of. But the basic idea of League of Legends in general is kind of a combination of chess and capture the flag. There's so much strategy involved with this game. Being passive when you need to when to take to maybe farm and pick yourself up and CS is important. When to channel back, when to buy, all kind of comes into play in the timing of that. Here we see Isaac. Looks like he's gonna take down another opponent from Deuel. They just destroyed an enemy turret. You're going to take in him here in just a second. Miss Fortune's using her ult, which, for those of you that don't know, ult is short for ultimate, or the unique characteristic of a character. You build that up throughout the game as you level your character. You see many of our characters. Isaac's a 17, Lewis is a 17, Aiden is a 14. Usually your junglers, maybe your bottom laners, will be lower level throughout the game because they have more support, including the support player as well, where your top and your mid will commonly ramp up to the max capacity of 18. At this point in the game, it looks like they're gonna take victory very soon here. They're hitting the nexus. They're gonna claim victory here in just a moment. So, good game, DV Black. They won that handedly at a time of 29 minutes, which is pretty quick for the average League of Legends game. When you have two evenly matched teams, these games can go for 1 hour. So this is a fairly quick match. I have seen faster, but again, Deuel is probably one of the more structured teams, one of the more recognized teams in the esports because their coach Mike Goring has been doing this since 2019 at the club level. Huge shout out to him. I know he's been instrumental in bringing esports to South Dakota. I remember a couple of years ago when they started doing this as a club, he would always send emails out on the tech listserv and say, "Is there any schools that want to challenge or play duel in a friendly competition of League of Legends?" My mic. Okay, perfect. All right, so here again, I'm talking to the audience that possibly have never watched League of Legends. What we're doing now is setting up the game. The players from each team will go in and pick a team, and then they'll go through and ban a champion. So the idea here is that strategy piece where every player really needs to learn and understand more than one champion. If you play with one champion, the other team can scout that. They can know that if you play in the bottom lane with Misfortune for every game, they're going to ban you and that'll cripple you. So if you're playing with a character, or sorry, a champion that you're not familiar with, you won't be familiar with how to build that character, how to get certain tools that will help you progress through the game faster than your opponent. And that's kind of the idea. Each character, depending on which lane position they play, has different characteristics or different builds that you can do depending on how you play them. So that's also something that each player in this room has a deep understanding of how to build their character. It's something that maybe they might not have had week 1, but now in week 8, they've really kind of learned and understood and developed that piece of the game. And it's really neat to see how these individual players in esports have evolved and applied this knowledge. And if you walk by them, you'll see their plan before the loadout actually happens on how they're going to build them. So, like when I play Kale, I commonly will do like a QW comp build first and then maybe build up that queue where others might build it a little differently. And like I said, I'm not an expert player, but there's different templates, if you will, available online to help you build these. So it just kind of depends, and people learn these, and if they're more of a passive player, they might choose a little different abilities to level up first. So it's kind of up to the player. It doesn't have to go with the highest percentage of build win rate, if you will. I'm really looking forward to the state tournament because I've seen so many of these players from other towns. I see their gamer tag names, but I don't know who they are, right? I may not know their real names. just going to be so fun to interact with the other coaches and players and have our kids get to meet these guys in person. Think of going, over a 16-week basketball season, but not actually getting to see the other players or getting to know the other players on a personal level. So it's going to be nice to have that interaction with the other team, especially Deuel. Like I said, I think Deuel is one of the top teams, top schools in the state regarding structure, game knowledge, and overall, um, everything from the management of their program to the timeliness in which we start our matches. It's just been second to none. When we have a match against Deuel, I know that it's going to happen. I know that it's going to happen at a specific time. And if there is anything out of the norm, communications to me in our Discord early in the morning, maybe the day before. Their coach Mike is always looking ahead and saying, "Hey, we play you guys Thursday. Would you like to bump it up from 5 to 4 o'clock?" So, again, really enjoyed working with Deuel. I don't think I can say that. So, I'm really looking forward to getting up to Brookings and meeting him in person, through email, digitally, virtually, however you want to say it. So, really looking forward to meeting him. Yeah, so here we've done our picks, we've done our banks. If you look on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see based on lane positioning who's picked what. Again, DB Black, we have Lewis pick in top lane. Looks like he picked Mordekaiser again. We have Brendan Lindsay, who plays the jungle. Looks like he picked Jax. Aiden, bottom lane, Misfortune. Yon, Isaac Clemmy. Isaac always plays mid. Sorry about that. And then we have Nate Rathburger, who I support. I didn't see who he picks. And now we're on a spectator delay. And the reason we do this is obvious. So if we're streaming live on Twitch like we are today, we're not going to show live game action because opposing teams will be able to see strategy. And if we would put a vision ward someplace, they might purposely avoid that area to not be caught with that. You know, I apologize. I'm going to apologize a lot. But for those of you that don't know what a vision ward is, the jungle has what's called the fog of war. It's an area inside of the map where you cannot see opposing players. Typically, you'll see them in the lanes and they'll have a red circle around an enemy character. A vision ward allows you to position it in a area where you normally wouldn't see in the lanes. There's bushes along the top and inside edges of the map. Sometimes you'll see opponents or champions hide in these areas and maybe wait for their minion wave to come through. If you can reach out to your lane quickly after you do your initial level up and purchase, you can get out there and put a ward so that if somebody does try to hide in that bush, you'll be able to see them. It's just, again, one of the tools and things you can build in your arsenal to help you throughout the game. One of the big changes they made this year with season 14 of League of Legends is the map. The lanes are a little bigger, the jungle's a little bigger, the jungle characters jungle monsters are different. They have something called a void drop now, which I never thought I would know until this season. And that adds another dimension to the game as well, because the jungler is kind of your player that goes through, collects items, completes certain tasks that gives your entire team the ability to do more things, if you will. I can't think of a better way to say it, but completing certain objectives by the jungler can give your team buffs. There's different things that add, it could be health or an increase in damage, things like that throughout the game. So the jungler's kind of the behind the scenes busy bee, if you will, and you'll often hear or see the jungler put a big out about to ask for help to come help take drag or come and do different things. And also they play a very important role with with ganking, which for those that have never heard that term, it's when the jungler will come into the lane where a lane position player will be and basically 2-1 the opposing team. We're jumping into the game action here. It looks like we have an early team battle here. Kind of off into the mid jungle here. It's like, yes, we sometimes see this early game where teams will go out and maybe place a vision ward or maybe go out and wait for the other team to spawn in and have an early team battle. It looks like at this point we're dead even in all categories. And everybody's finding their lane. Looks like Nate's gonna move down to bottom here. Here's a good look at Deuel's team. They camped out in the lower jungle, or sorry, upper jungle at this point. And you'll notice blue and you'll notice red, you know, and at the top here, sorry, they just jumped away, but right now, Team Blue or anything that's blue on the top left is going to be for Dakota Valley. Anything in red is going to be for Team Deuel. I mentioned vision wards and bushes earlier. You'll see Lewis here in the top lane is playing in one of these areas in that bush there. If he would hide in there and the enemy laner, the top laner wasn't around, they actually wouldn't be able to see him on the map. On the bottom right hand corner of gameplay, you can kind of see that map. And you'll notice all the circles with the different avatars of the champions in the gameplay. If you're hiding in a bush, like you see this opponent here for Deuel, you won't be able to actually see them on the map unless you put a vision. Another tactic you're seeing here in the top lane, back to bottom here, is the safety of the turret. And what I mean by that is anytime a laner is in the game and they're trying to build up or build their champion, they will farm minions for gold, CS, and increase their character's ability and how strong their attacks are and different things. And being behind or within the range of your turret will deter the enemy from attacking you essentially. Now there are some exceptions to that. Many characters have they might be called range characters or champions where they'll actually be able to fire a gun or a projectile that'll be able to hit you inside of your turret. I mentioned earlier that Lewis always kind of likes to play those smash and bash type champions. So for him, the safety of the turret is very important because he doesn't have that range with his character. Right now, you'll see his current level is a 4, and he's going up against a 3. So on a 1-on-1 or 1v1 battle, this is a good matchup. It looks like Lewis is pursuing him. It's a little dangerous there because you can see the opponent here for Deuel just went into the safety of his turret, and if you notice, their jungler just came up to gank. Now, I'm not sure what the results of that will be. It looks like Lewis might have got back, but that's always the danger that you face when you pass the jungle is the chance that you're gonna get ganked. Here, it looks like we're gonna have a 2-up. Oh, looks like it's gonna be evened out here. So, go back to bottom lane. I do apologize with commentating and not in full spectator mode. Sometimes you can't control where we're watching, so it kind of jumps mid-sentence, but looks like at the moment TV has a slight gold advantage. So far there has been no kills in the game. Looks like Lewis has got a one-on-one here. You can see Deuel's character retreating to the jungle. I'm not sure if Lewis will be able to catch him or not. He's in hot pursuit. Let's see. He flashed out of there. So that one.
Oh, that's where it's gone.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying my commentating mode here today. So, but We got DB Silver today is playing Hot Springs at 5 o'clock. So in South Dakota we have East West River. I'd like to say it's anything West River is Mountain Time. That's not completely true, but for the most part, most of the schools we play in the Mountain Time zone are west of the Missouri River as it cuts through Chamberlain and goes up through Pierre. And Hot Springs, o'clock for them, or for 5 o'clock for us, 4 o'clock for them. So anytime we play a West River school, it's a little bit later. DB Silver has already played Hot Springs once this year. They did win that matchup. As any team, as you play more throughout the year, you have obviously increased your skill set and game knowledge. So it'll be interesting to see how the second match for DB Silver and Hot Spring pans out today. We're back in that top lane again. It looks like Lewis has got some damage. Yeah, here comes Isaac up from the jungle. Looks like they're going to get a gank on that top laner for Deuel, and they do. So that's the first kill of the game. I believe Isaac got credit for that one, and Lewis will get the assist. So KDAs, you'll hear people say KDAs. That's kills, deaths, and assists. And it's in that number. So if you see someone with a 101, that means they have 1 kill, 0 deaths, and 1 assist. 111, 1 kill, 1 death, 1 assist. And if you notice at the very top of the window is where we're kind of tracking overall gameplay and who's got the advantage. You can now see Dakota Valley's almost 1K up in gold. You can see that reference there with the 10.3 to 9.4K gold. Gold gives you the ability to build your champion when you channel back. It's something that you can do voluntarily in the game. Whether it be because you're low on health or maybe it's a good opportunity for you to channel back to spend some of that gold. In general, you never just want to sit on a ton of gold because it can help you build your champion and make your team better overall. So when available, you want to try to use that, but you also don't want to leave your team in a position where maybe they're vulnerable to an enemy attack. It looks like Dakota Valley is going to get the here after a little revenge from Deuel. I can't see exactly where that went. Actually, yeah, TV did get a kill there. Here we are back in the top lane. We have an evenly matched top laner against Lewis, and Lewis used one of his abilities to pull the champion back into its range. Here goes this is just a straight out battle here. They're both evenly matched. They both leveled their characters up to 7. I don't see anyone coming up to gank, and Lewis does get the kill on that. So if you notice at the top, kind of the scorecard goes to 2 and 2. If you look at gold, Dakota Valley currently up about 0.6 gold, 0.6K gold. And here in the jungle, you can see Nate and Isaac are just kind of waiting in that fog of war. Lewis is in that top lane. I'm guessing, and again, we're on the delay here, so I can't know what they're doing right now, but I'm guessing they're getting ready to enter the jungle to take some objectives just based on the timing of things. Right now, we're 9 minutes on the delay, so they're probably 12 minutes into the game. Different things in League of Legends are timed. Minions spawn after... I'm not going to tell you the times because I don't know. But same thing in the jungle. Different jungle monsters will spawn in at different times. So it's strategizing that timing piece too of when you're going to ask for help in the jungle to complete objectives. All right, so here is back in the top lane. I'm most familiar with the top lane. It's kind of where I started when I started to play League of Legends. Top lane is unique just because traditionally you'll only have one player in the top lane, so it's always a 1v1 battle with the exception of the time when a jungler will come up and gank. You'll notice Lewis has an 8 next to his champion, and the opponent from Deuel has a 7, and that's basically the level of the champion and the build at this point in the game. Lewis does have more damage at this moment, but he can also give more damage at this point per blow. So don't let the health of the champion deter you. Level 10 champion with a quarter health can likely take out an opponent with maybe double the health more quickly just because of how they leveled up that character. So it's always interesting to see the difference in builds and levels of each character and how much damage they can actually give an opposing player. Here, Nate just laid down some good damage against Deuel. Looks like he didn't get the kill there. Currently, DV is about 1k gold difference. Here, Lewis just pulled in the top laner. Looks like he's going to get another kill here. It's Dakota Valley up 1 kill and about 1.1k gold. Looks like we got a double here in the enemy jungler for Deuel, and they get the kill on that. Oh, sorry. Looks like Brennan just got killed. Gonna be quick revenge here for Isaac. Got a double kill, so DV currently up 6-4. And here is basically attacking the turret. It's one of the main objectives of the top laner is to take that turret. You will do that to take down the turret plating, and then once the plating is down, it is only a couple of hits with a character like Lewis is playing before it'll actually come down. And once that turret's down, you kind of clear your path into that top lane into the secondary part of the map. There you'll find another turret before you kind of reach the other team's base. Once you clear the top lane, you can continue to push it, maybe take out that first inhibitor, or maybe come down to mid and help some of maybe a turret for that. Maybe also do some of the jungle objectives as well. Bottom lane, I'm not familiar with bottom lane as much as I am with top. Here you can see back in the top lane we have up 10-8. Like Lewis is gonna go at battle again. Here's their top laner, and Lewis is now under the protection of the turret. As I mentioned, the enemy will not be able to attack an opponent within that proximity of the turret, because the turret will actually apply a significant amount of damage to an enemy if you accidentally get caught in that fire. You can't attack a turret either until you have minions within the range of the turret. So here you can see 3 minions and 1 laner for Deuel. And I'll wait for the next minion wave and kind of explain that a little better. So here Lewis is walking, here is Aiden actually walking behind his wave of minion. Once those minions get within range of the turret, the computers or the minions start attacking the turret, then the champion can actually go in and start attacking. For the first few hits against the turret, you could bring the turret plating down, and then it's susceptible to that turret falling, and you can move on to the next objective. Looks like Aiden's gonna come up here, or no, sorry, this is Brendan coming into the jungle. He's just got a quick kill, and Nate just took out another opponent from Deuel. Here's Misfortune using one of her abilities. Oh my god. Sorry, we're kind of jumping all over here. I might step away for just a moment here. I need to make sure we get our Smash game and the TV Sellers League of Legends match going. All right. Sorry, just kind of jumping back in here. It looks like Dakota Valley currently 14-9 kills at about 4K gold. No, closer to 3K gold. So a little bit closer match this game, it looks like. See us here. Even a little heavier lopsided on the DB side in favor of them. A couple other key notes here for our Dakota Valley esports season. We have many Smash players that are in good position for the state tournament. Talked a little bit earlier about it. Going to be held in Brookings over March 22nd and 23rd, Friday, Saturday. They're going to take the top 16 seeded players for Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, the Nintendo base game. And send some shout outs here to DV players. Nathan Rathberger, who is actually playing here in the support position in League of Legends, has finished the season undefeated, 8-0. It's quite a feat, actually, when you think about it, because I've watched some of these matches. Got some incredibly talented Smash players. Landrew Purple was one of the players I was kind of nervous about. Was one of the only other undefeated players going into week 7, I believe, possibly 6. Innate faced up against him to give him his only loss of the season. So shout out to Flanders' team. They have a really good team in Smash. I'm looking at the standings now. They also have another player that looks like he might be one game behind, but a 6-1 record. Isaac Clemmy, number 2 in the state for Smash. He has a record of 7-1. He's also one of our dual sport athletes playing in this game here. His player tag is Clem King. There we go. Thank you. Our stream manager's on top of this with all these cool graphics, so appreciate his help on this. Rounding out kind of our top Smash players, we have Ryan Shutt in the 8th position with a record of 6-2. He that is the only game that Ryan plays is Smash, so looks like he'll be moving on to the state tournament. And then kind of up for grabs is anywhere 11th and down. We've got a lot of teams that haven't played their 8th match of the season yet, so potential for playoffs there. We got Cody Shutt in Dakota Valley Smash, and Ian Green are in position. Maybe on that bubble position, kind of unknown yet. Landon Green still has a Smash game to play. That's going to be tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So we'll kind of see right now he's sitting at 4-3. He has the potential to move up to 5-3, kind of in that position we're likely going to head into the postseason with some playoff positioning. And then other notables here, as we're watching DV Black here, they got a 5 kill advantage and about a 2K gold at the moment. They are currently second in the entire state in League of Legends. They have a record of 6-1. They're up one set in this match. They have the potential to finish out 7-1 on the season. When I look at the other top-ranked teams, I talked about Sioux Falls earlier. They have a talented group of kids there. Like they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. They're currently holding in a tie for 2nd place with Dakota Valley Black. I don't know who they're playing tonight, but kind of the outcome of that one will decide who's going to maintain that 2nd position, or we could have a tie for that 2nd position. Deuel currently sitting in 4th in a tie with Dakota Valley Silver plays here at 5 o'clock, getting ready to start. I'm going to step away just for a second here. I got a question in the room.
So we're in the middle of our match right now, and my screen just went black, and it has a blue loading thing on it.
Okay. So somebody.
Red team double kill.
Eli, is my mic hot? Okay. Sorry about that. So part of the esports coach in this room is also the tech guy. So been a little hiccup there getting DV Silver's match going, but they're off and going now. I don't think I'm the only one out there that is also the tech person at the school that's the sports coach. It kind of goes hand in hand. It's helpful in benches like this where you have a computer issue and need an address fixed so we can continue gameplay. Also appreciate everyone's cooperation. It seems like it's tough to go when you do have these types of forgiving with time and resources so that we can make sure everybody gets the opportunity to play. And that goes for entire rematches. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes we can't get games in when they're normally scheduled. And we all do a pretty good job to work with each other to make sure that we're as accommodating as possible within boundaries. We unfortunately do have forfeits in this sport. We have one player in this room that actually does 3 game titles, and he was asked to. We wanted to have a second Rocket League team, so I reached out to Landon Green, who plays for DV Silver, and asked if you'd be interested in playing the League of Legends, Rocket League, and Smash titles this year. So for him, it's a challenge to get games rescheduled just because 3 nights a week he is in games. So I'm going to hop right into this game here. It looks like they've got a big push up the bottom lane. We can tell looking at the map here that it is now lopsided. DV is probably looking at maybe taking an inhibitor out of that bottom lane here very quickly. There we just seen an alt laid down by, I don't remember, I don't know who laid that down, to be honest with you. I'm watching this now. It looks like Nate's the only remaining player down in the bottom lane. Just got the kill on Deuel. Looks like he's gonna take a death here himself. Sometimes you gotta weigh those deaths if it's a good thing or not. In this situation, I jumped in a little late, so I'm not sure. We're very close on gold, about a 2.8k gold advantage for DV, a 3 kill advantage, but the push is kind of telling me at this point that DV is aggressively marching up the lanes. You can also look and see that currently Deuel's got two of their players respawning, and Dakota Valley has 3. Now it looks like we just went back to 3v3. Deuel just got their player back. We just got our 4th and 5th. So now we're strong. Deuel still got a 2-second delay on theirs, and now they're 5 strong. If you look here, what's happening is the Deuel Dragon just claimed a jungle objective. As I said earlier, there's jungle monsters. They just took Dragon, which will give their team an advantage in the gameplay overall. Different things do different things. That was Dragon. I'm not going to go into detail on what that is. Here's a unique setup here by Dakota Valley. They've got 4 strong going up the mid lane. It's going to be a 4v1 battle here. A quick death for Deuel. They got their second one there. That was by Aiden Keenan. We got a 5-way push right up mid here, and you can see there's 3 Deuel defenders protecting that turret. And here comes in Lewis behind one of the minions. Got pushed out by Deuel. And as long as you have minions within range of that turret like we do, those blue minions, you can attack turret. They did that. Now we're going to take an inhibitor. They destroyed that inhibitor. The inhibitor is what spawns minions. The more you take out of those, the less minion waves you'll have on the opposing team. Currently we have 4 Dakota Valley DV Black players in the enemy home base. The goal here of the game, like I mentioned earlier, the combination of chess and capture the flag is to destroy the enemy nexus. Consider that the opposing team's flag. Currently, we have minions in range of that turret. They are causing damage, and now we kind of head to back because that turret and the dual opponent have killed the only minion within range of that turret. Looks like Deuel is now 4 strong. We still have 3 DV players homing around that base for Deuel, causing some problems. At this point in the game, when you have this many people in your base, you're more of on a defensive stance and really trying to protect your nexus. And there's not much you can do unless you get a lopsided team kill where you can maybe use a channel or a quick push to get up if you're evenly matched and maybe have inhibitors on both sides kind of even. You can maybe make a quick push. It kind of depends on what the current stance is, like what the lopsided deaths are on each team. But looks like DV's reforming here in the middle. There's no question what they're going to do. They're going to quickly take some lives here from Deuel. They're going to keep marching up mid. There's a nice ult laid down by, I believe that was Nate. Nate always seems to have the most timely ults on this team. It's incredible watching some of the replays from previous games because he'll wait for 2 or 3 opposing players to be in range, and then all of a sudden he'll take them out. Here's a nice ult by Misfortune. Took out a couple, looks like 1 player from Deuel, and here's a good push. It looks like this might be it. They've just got another kill, Isaac, with that one. We got 2 Deuel players kind of homing around that Nexus, knowing that that's the next thing to go. Here DV is teaming up. They got a 4-0 battle. Here we're taking on some minions. Here comes a Deuel opponent. They're not going to last long against that matchup here. This game's over. There goes the last turret. And here's the Nexus. So basically what we're doing here is destroying that Nexus, and you'll see the victory flag come up. And that's a 2-0 win for DV Black. They now solidify their spot in the state tournament with a 7-1 record. The best Sioux Falls can do is tie them. I don't know the results of that game yet. They're not updated. So Dakota Valley Black just kind of punched their state ticket without a doubt. Incredibly proud of this team. Like I said, at this point in time, equally good as DV Purple. There is no separation other than the color title. So congratulations, DV Black. I see him celebrating in the room. I'm going to go have a talk with him here, and then we'll jump into the DV Silver game.
Yeah, that was
Act like we're alright. Call your number, never pick it up. Even though last week you said we spend the day together. Say sorry, but I've had enough. It's a toxic situation, you can't make it better. Say that you want me when I'm in the room. Then when I ask you, tell me it's too soon. Guess all your words were too good to be true. I'm done waiting, sick of saving all my hope tonight. 'Cause your empty promises don't satisfy. No more compromise, 'cause I don't need you to act like we're alright. Act like we're alright. Too many chances at redemption. Think it's about time I learned my lesson. No more compromise, 'cause your empty promises don't satisfy.
It's something that you do, but you don't rush. Something that you want, but you need it more. You've got it in your heart, but your mind's blown. You know that you can try, you're getting so close.
executed.
team's turret has been destroyed. I am your salvation! Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Double kill. Team's turret has been destroyed. Legendary. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines, but always know that you'll be safe. I'll be here throughout your days. Come find me and we will play.
team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team has slain the dragon. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Double kill. Team's turret has been destroyed.
We got the zoomies!
Rampage. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team double kill. Executed. team's turret has been destroyed.